It's probably long enough for everybody to have skipped. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody. Welcome back to Lumberjacks Dynasty. We gotta make some ground on this game. I'm so far behind. We're so far out of the loop here. It's just not good. It's just not good. We are way behind. I need a ton of money. I'm pretty much broke, as you can see. We have 3,700 euros. We're in bad shape. And I think we were loading up trees on this old truck here before we ended. We cut down the area just down the hill there, so we're gonna go back down here and pick up the rest of that, I think. If the game is too loud, again, you guys let me know. We're still working on volumes and stuff. Last week was kind of a trial and error situation, so I think I figured out some things, but at the same time, there's a few things I cannot control, so we will do the best we can do today. If you guys hear anything, see anything that needs to be changed, you guys let me know. As always, I appreciate you being here. Sherry, how are you? First one in chat today I saw. Mike Ladd, how are you? Good morning. Jeremy, what's up, buddy? How are you? Bob, how's it going? Doing good this fine day, sir. Hope you are as well. Chad, how's it going? Hope you're well today. Anna, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Get that log to drop somewhere. There we go. Spider-Ed, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Brian Hopper, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Todd coming in with a $5 super chat. Much appreciated for the $5 super chat. You are too kind, sir. You are too kind. Much appreciated, buddy. Much appreciated. Battery, how's it going? Jeffrey, how are you? Good to see you. Lidney, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Joe Murphy, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. Tupins, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Let's get some golden TP, some plungers, some hearts in chat for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you so very much. Oof, I dropped really far on the side. I'm surprised it actually stayed. It's okay though, it did. it did stay. That's good. Make sure I'm catching up with everybody here. I think I've got everybody. I think I got everybody today so far. Gonna be lurking, doing some things around the house before the granddaughter gets home. Yep, no problem at all. I understand that completely. I got a ton of stuff to do around the house today. Or I need to do around the house. I probably won't get to it all, but I try to get to it all. So I did go for a walk this morning, members. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I didn't record, so I just went for a walk around the neighborhood. I was listening to a podcast, so I thought, well, I'll just skip a day recording, but I'll still go for a walk. It was good. I had a good walk. It was over pretty quick, honestly. That 20 minutes is flying by. I think I'm gonna start doing as soon as my legs adapt a little more. They were killing me today walking around the neighborhood, but I forced myself, did it anyway. As soon as they start adjusting a little bit better, I'm gonna start doing 3 laps and then 4, and then we'll be up to a mile and walking probably a full hour at that point, because I'm probably gonna slow down quite a bit as we make our loop. The laps are probably gonna get slower. But anyway, I need to build up stamina, so having not actually done any physical activity in, well, a year, I'm going to be honest, I've been lazy, so other than getting out riding a bike a few times. But yeah, you didn't miss anything this morning, members, not at all. There is a post in the community tab if you want to go read it. It's kind of something I came back to after my walk this morning, so it's pretty funny. While I'm watching, you restarted playing the grindiest game in history, RuneScape. Oh no. I thought this game was grindy, but yeah, RuneScape definitely is one of the worst, man. I liked the idea of RuneScape. I just don't understand it, honestly. I tried playing it over on Twitch. It just didn't. I mean, some of you probably saw it. It just didn't work. I don't understand enough about MMOs like that to actually play them. I think what I remembered was old school RuneScape. I remember playing that. That's what I remember playing. But you know, times change. Oh, the times they are a-changin'. I remember that song hits me, but it's not the song itself. It's the scene from The Watchmen that I always go to. That's where my brain goes when I hear that song from The Watchmen. Your gym's been closed. You getting a gut again? Yeah, the kid actually mentioned something about that last night. She was like, I don't understand why people go do this. And I was like, well, I mean, it's the same thing as going to the gym, right? Like, people feel motivated when they go to the gym. It's hard to lift weights at home and feel motivated. Like for most people, not everybody of course, but for most people it's hard to get motivated when you're sitting at home because you could just as easily just turn the TV on. So when you go to the gym, you go to exercise, so it makes more sense. It's easier to get motivated there. But yeah, man, I hate it for all the people that have missed out on some you know, their usual workouts and stuff. Because no matter what, I mean, unless you could afford the workout equipment, your workout changed last year, for sure. For sure it did. Gabriel, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, you were the one that's talking about RuneScape. Yeah, that makes sense. Everett, how are you? Good to see you. I played Bermuda. I have not. I don't think I've played Bermuda. I don't think I own it, honestly. Like I could probably go pick it up, but I don't know if I would like it or not, to be real honest with you. I've had people say that I probably should try it out, but I mean, typically I try to stay away from games that again, it's not that I only play games that get likes. I try to play games that I like that also hit well on the YouTube algorithm. So, there's a, oh my God, this area over here is just, I'm just trying to turn around. That's all I'm doing. This area over here is bad. Let's go this way. But yeah, I try to stick to games that hit well in the algorithm, and I feel like Bermuda's been out a while, right? It seems like it's been out a while. I hope my mic is louder today, and I hope you guys don't hear too much of the fan blowing into it. I really don't know what it sounds like, to be honest with you, so I think I might flip over to my headset for a second. I mean, how much of that do you guys hear? The wind and all that? Nothing? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's okay. I guess it's okay. Yeah, I just flipped over. I was listening to what you guys were listening to. It seems like it's okay, though. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I forgot how to drive this thing. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay.
You know, he talks too much.
Yeah, he does talk too much. You're right. Absolutely right. Nothing there sounds fine? Okay, good. Because yesterday we turned my gain up a little bit, and then today I turned my mix up a little bit for you guys so that my mic is just, like, it's hitting my compressor. So as long as it's hitting the compressor, I'm fine with it. But since I turned my gain up a little bit and then turned the output up to you guys some, I've got my ceiling fan on high today because it's pretty warm in the house and it gets really hot in my office. So I was really hoping you guys couldn't hear the ceiling fan blowing because it's blowing right down on top of me. It feels great, by the way. It's fantastic. It's ref and stranded deep. No land, just water. Sharks are out there but don't really bother you. Huh. That sounds kind of neat, actually. You only hear the log transport? You don't hear me at all? Surely you gotta be able to hear me. You heard me asking the question. Should I turn the game down some? I guess, maybe. There we go. We'll knock the game down a little bit. Let me know if it needs to go lower. I'll turn it down a little more. Filter's working well. Yeah, well, there's no noise suppression on here, which I really want. I really want noise suppression, which basically keeps out all that back end stuff, right? That's what I really want, but I've got my volume turned down so low that it shouldn't pick much of that up. So, again, I'm still working out the kinks. If you're watching this later, you're wondering what I'm talking about. I got the Wave 3 microphone last week from one of the great community members, and I am still working the kinks out. So, if you're watching this later and you're trying to figure out what I'm talking about, we're still working on audio, still working on sound stuff. I know I should probably just do a test stream and fix it all and then be done with it, but, you know, I like to do things on the fly. It's just more fun that way for me. Let's go drop these off and then we'll go to bed. Gotta send some heat over. It's cold. I tell you what, it's not even hot here yet. It just gets hot in my office. Like, with the temperature floating right around like 75 outside, my air doesn't kick on, my heat doesn't kick on. Everything just natural temperatures, and because of that, the air conditioner never kicks on. But for me, in my office, it gets pretty warm. It gets like 75, 80 degrees in here pretty quickly when I'm streaming because my PC gets hotter. Hopefully, with the great gift that Todd sent us that we picked up yesterday, we can keep the computer a little bit cooler. That would be awesome. That's the plan anyway. So maybe getting that liquid cooler on there will make a big difference. Oh, got you, Lidme. Okay, my soothing voice. My soothing voice. People at night that used to watch my Twitch streams, I'm pretty sure most people fell asleep watching. So, what's up, Voltage? How's it going? Cloyd, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm sure most people fell asleep. So, and of course you're gonna hear the bait from time to time. I don't really care about that though. Then you learn to compensate with the gain and stuff. Yeah, man. It's a tricky thing, but I mean, so just some base sound guy knowledge will go a long way. And again, I'm not the best sound guy in the world. I'm not that great of a sound guy actually. I like to think I'm pretty good, but you know, when you start talking tech and all the back end components and all that kind of stuff, I don't know any of that. You put me on a board, I can probably run it. Digital, analog, doesn't matter. I can probably figure it out, but the base knowledge that I think most content creators make that don't have that one piece of knowledge is just turn your gain down and get closer to the microphone. Huge deal, huge deal. There's a whole discussion coming on that. I promise you. I promise you. Speaking of whole discussion, if you guys don't know, exclamation point Syndicate, SIMDICATE in chat. For everybody watching later, you can click the link down below. The Syndicate YouTube channel also has a Spotify and a Stitcher. If you guys want to go find us there, you're more than welcome to. We have a podcast coming out every Sunday, the Syndicate Files. Myself, AO Mike 83, Bone 13 Gaming, Gaming Gargoyle, all sit down and discuss some topics. So be sure to go give it a view, give it a subscribe, and come hang out and listen to this podcast. It's mostly non-visual, so you can put it on and listen and just enjoy while you're doing other things around the house or whatever you want to do on a Sunday. They will probably all premiere, so we'll probably all be hanging out there in text chat for each one of them too. Well, not all of us. Somebody will be there. Somebody will be there. Tater Salad said, guilty. I've been known to nap during your streams. Yeah, I figure, I mean, there's a lot of people that probably do. I don't really mind either. It's not that big a deal to me. Like, I like to think that it's helping people out. You know what I mean? I have trouble sleeping from time to time, so it's nice to know that I can help people get to sleep. Ira, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. You do some voice acting, so you need a clean recording. Oh yeah, definitely then. Definitely. Yeah. And again, there's a good discussion coming on that. I promise you. Not just that, but just in general. And I think that it's gonna be good for a lot of people that's just getting started. I'll just leave it at that. Go check out the Syndicate here on YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher. You can find the links down below. I'd be more than happy if you went and gave us a follow on Spotify and subscribe here on YouTube. Either or, both, all. I don't know about iTunes podcasts and stuff yet. I don't know if I can get us on there or not. I know it's free. I just don't. It's a joint effort, so I don't know if we want to or not. So, but either way, yeah, just trying to reach more people. Just trying to reach more people and share our thoughts with everybody, because the whole reason we do this is we like sitting down and talking. So, I think we all enjoy talking to people. Gabriel, you said Deuce bores you? I mean, if that's how you see it, then that's fine. I really don't care. I'm just happy you're here. We all left Hater. Yeah, I think everybody's dozed off at some point listening to my streams for sure. For sure. What's up, Rex? Oh no, it's Oscar on this one. Rex is Farmer's Dynasty, right? Typhoon, where are you? Typhoon's good. Cool. Let's go collect our eggs. So I'm not skipping weeks anymore. If I do skip, I'm just gonna skip day to day and just go collect all the eggs and such. Oh, I need to turn my cursor back on. Cursor back on. Always. There we go. It just helps to be able to see where I'm pointing. Hey, get back over here. Go get our eggs, go get our milk. Christy, how are you? Good to see you. What's the new icon on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen? There's not one, I don't think. I don't see one. Is there something? Was it just something on the screen? Wiggle butt. That's what I call my dog. Yeah, that's what those crazy machines we drive are. The log truck. The glass. There's no glass. Oh, the jar's on. Oh, I don't know. I was messing with settings. I guess I'd turn the jar back on. I will turn it back off. So basically all it does is when somebody drops a super chat, super sticker, subscribes, anything like that, it fills the jar up. It's basically a tip jar if you think of it that way. I used it for Twitch, and apparently I hit the wrong button. I turned it on. I'll turn it back off in a second. It's like a glass with ice cubes in it. I mean, eventually I may leave it on and we'll just do, I'll leave it up there for that exact reason, but I'm going to change the icon to a Deuce coin because everybody needs Deuce coin crypto, right? Kyle, what's up, buddy? How's it going? I'm doing well today, yeah. Absolutely doing well today. It is, Sherry, it exactly is that, yeah. I'll probably turn it on by accident. I typically don't have a whole lot of stuff on the YouTube screen just because I feel like it gets in the way most of the time, other than my icons up top, of course. Just to let everybody know who they're watching. I know a lot of people like a clean screen, and that's pretty clean. I mean, it kind of fits the bill. All right, got those guys out of the way. Let me go check on the sheep, and then we'll take that off there. Yeah, see, there you go. That's all it does. Todd coming in with a $5 super chat. Much appreciated, Todd. Again, the $5 super chat. Why are you on my property, Mike? But yeah, that's all it does. It just drops stuff in there. Much appreciated, Mike. Those some plungers, golden TP, some hearts in chat.
Hello.
Much appreciated.
Hello.
I don't know what this guy's doing on my property.
Need me to help you with something?
Not now, sorry.
Any new rumors flying around?
I heard someone helps Logan with keeping the forest in order. Great news. Our forests are our treasure, and Logan surely deserves some help.
I mean, surely he does, yeah. Okay.
See you later.
You're just hanging out underneath my apple trees there, I see. Okay, we'll be lurking, doing the dreaded dishes. Oh boy, yeah, I gotta do that here in a bit myself. So we did Taco Tuesday early. We did it last night, so I gotta clean up the mess from breakfast this morning. And my taco pan, I let it soak. Just easier to clean the next day. I didn't get to it this morning. I was working on a new Mr. Prepper for all the members coming out this week, and if you haven't seen Mr. Prepper, I'd be shocked, but my whole Mr. Prepper playlist, except for episode 9 and the episode I just recorded, episode 10, is now out to the public. And I think 9 might actually be on the playlist, so it's probably out to the public as well. It's just not actually released to the public yet. It's just unlisted at the moment. Got us some good honey, though. That's good. I mean, we got 6. We could make some stuff, I guess. Bud, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Maybe got stuck behind the tree. You might have. He was probably walking around and just got stuck there. It's very possible. How are these things doing? They're at 69%. Okay. Let's go check on our dryness over here. I think we're pretty close to being able to haul some pallets off. And now it looks like popcorn instead of ice cubes. That's about right. That's about right. Yeah. Oh, I gotta take that off too. Boop. There we go. Gone. Gone. Yeah, these never did dry. These are at 0. Let's make sure they're all at 0. They are. Okay, we can start hauling them off. How are the rest of these doing over here? 80%. These are at 70%. Got 22 chipboard waiting to create. These are at 70. These are probably all going to be pretty close to 69, 70, 80, 68. Yeah. And these are probably going to be about the same. I think I did all these in one day, right? 69, 67, 68. Yeah. So all those are pretty much the same. We got to let this sit for weeks. Caught a feral cat last night. That's kind of weird. I don't know why you'd want to catch one of those things. Leave them alone. Toilet seats. Yeah, they're toilet seats. So they're the toilet heart icons that go next to the, like what Jeffrey's got next to his name. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Get out of this tree we're in here. Got now we're under the roof. Oh no, we're going too far. You've gone too far. All right, off we go. 32 pallets to sell. I think I want to upgrade the engine on this thing too, so it's faster. How much faster does it actually go? Or do I already have the engine upgrade for this? I already have it. I'm tired of wasting money. We need to go buy some. We need to go buy some furniture factories. What we need to buy, some of those. Pay off some uncles. We got to do some things other than buying personal stuff. It's just a waste of money. Bought the buggy. We bought the Jeep. Bought all kinds of stuff. Bubbly D, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. No. No. Gotta build the money back up for the furniture factory. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off before I buy anything else. Making your cat go nuts. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Just to get it away from the house. That makes total sense. You gave up on subsistence. Why's that? I mean, it's a tough game, but you can make it easier. You can turn the hunters off completely. Play on easy. A little easier that way. $23.10. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. I think I might just start selling wet planks, honestly. He finally got out of the mountains, got killed by a bear. That game is extremely hard. It is not forgiving. It is not forgiving in the least. Even on easy mode, even with hunters turned off. Yeah, it's extremely difficult. It's unforgiving. It really is. Being a responsible adult, saving money, no fun. I know. I gotta save up the money for that furniture factory though. After we pay off Uncle, get that furniture factory, I'll be happy. I just don't, like, I've never actually saved up enough money to do it. It just seems so far away. Like, I mean, you're talking, you know, $2 grand at a time, waiting 7 to 10 days for that $2 grand. That's, or that $8 grand or whatever it is. Like, that's so long. So long. Turn my graphics down a bit. Wow, what's wrong with the graphics? Something up with the graphics? They doing something funny? Wouldn't surprise me. Are you talking to Todd so you can see the bears? That's a smart move there, Bob. Yeah, Todd, the ninja bear emote that we have is actually because of that game. That's where it came from. I don't remember if it was, I don't remember whose channel started it. I think it might have been Game Edge. I think it might have been his channel that started, his community that started the ninja bears. Better invest somehow. I mean, DeuceCoin is a good investment. Hang out, watch for free, gain DeuceCoin that you can maybe use later to get a Steam key or something. Enter a giveaway here on the channel. Not actual currency. It's crapto, not crypto. So I'm gonna be working with a guy to design me a little bit of merch. I've already got some merch out, and it's stuff that I did designs for myself. I've got 2 different merch stores. I got one on Teespring and one on Streamlabs merch store. Teespring has a wider variety, and I think their quality is a little bit better than the Streamlabs merch store. It seems like anyway. It seems to be a little cheaper too, so I can charge less for everything. I don't make much off the merch, like $1 or $2 per item, maybe $1 or $2, but Exclamation Point Teespring, you find the Teespring store. Exclamation Point merch, you can find the Streamlabs merch store. If you like mask and you're still masking up and you want to refresh it, you can get one on the merch store. But I'm gonna be adding the Deuce coin to the merch store pretty soon, so it's Crapto, not crypto. It's definitely gonna be one of my shirts. It's definitely coming. I've had some ideas in the works. I've been working on stuff. I know it doesn't seem like I do much. I get on here, stream for 2.5, 3 hours, and I'm done. I've been working on some stuff on the back end though. I try to stay busy, always working on something. So. I know, Lidme. I was letting everybody know for the global effort there of people. I don't want people to think it's actual currency. You know what I mean? Like, I just have to put that disclaimer out there. And then I segued into a shameless plug to my merch store. So. I don't plug stuff much, but I've actually got quite a bit going on. So I'm a Giants partner, so if you use code DeuceMS, all capital letters, when you check out on Giants, if you're buying FarmSim 2022 or FarmSim 22 or any of the DLCs for FarmSim 19 or any of that kind of stuff, you use code DeuceMS when it asks you at the checkout. I think I get credit for that, and I think I'll make a few pennies off of it. It's like 6% or something, so it's not very much, right? If you spend $10, I get 6% of that, so that's what, 60 cents? So yeah. And then Nexus Games, I got merch stores. I got an Exola account. Exola or just Zola? I don't know if it's Zola or Exola. Exola. Maybe it's Exola because it's X and then S-O-L-L-I. I don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah, you can pick this game up there. That helps me out a little bit. So for each of those things, I earn a little bit of kickback. It's not very much at all. So it definitely benefits big streamers more than it does small streamers because most people already have this game for sure. I think they did before the Exola link ever came about. But either way, I mean, I've got a million different things going on. I just never plug anything, so I figured I would take the time to plug the merch store. So, yeah. Does the quote thingy work now? It should. It should. Yeah. Exclamation point quote and then a number. Let's see what happens. Did you miss the walking video today? You didn't, D. No, you didn't. I didn't record. I was listening to a podcast. I just went for a walk. I posted in the community tab though for all the members. When I got back from my walk, I had something waiting in my messages, so I posted a little sneak peek of it and see if you guys can figure out what it is. It's in the community tab underneath the members video. I didn't post it to all of them, so it's just posted to YouTube. But it was basically just letting you guys know that I didn't record this morning. I was just listening to a podcast, so. Put a space in there, I think. So exclamation point quote and then space and then a number. I think that's the way it works. I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually called one up myself. Brian and Bob usually do the quoting, so. You can't wear a mask due to emphysema. Yeah, understandable. I know that. I mean, there's plenty of people out there that have reasons. You know what I mean? Like, plenty of people out there that have reasons. I'm not telling people do or don't. I'm not here for that. That's not what I do. I wear mine. So that's I'm not here to tell you should or shouldn't. I'm not getting into that conversation. But yeah, I mean, people have medical reasons. All good. No need to worry. Yeah, Bob's running a lot, and he knows a lot more about subsistence than I do, even though I've been playing it for like 3 straight years. When did I start playing that, Bob? 2018? Something something like that. What in the world? Lidman says $3 for the Crapto. Thank you so very much. For the Crapto. It's Crapto, not crypto. Thank you so very much, Lidme. Much appreciated for the $3 dono. Throw some hearts, plungers, golden TP in chat. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You guys are too kind, honestly. Like, just looking around at stuff I've still got to put together. It's like, man, there's so much stuff sitting here I've got to put together. I've got to take a day. I've got to take like Saturday. I think I will. I think I'll take like, actually, I may have a couple days this week that Miss Deuce isn't going to be here this weekend anyway. So I may take Saturday and do a phone stream with my wired lav mic that I use for I do when I go on my walks. And man, that sounded weird. That I use for when I go on walks to do my phone stream. I probably could have elaborated a little more. It just sounded so weird when it came out. I'll probably use it in my phone and just straight up stream to YouTube on Saturday. Not for members or anything, just for everybody. And we'll take my computer apart and clean it up and put it back together. The last time I did this, it took me, what did it take me, guys? Like 3 hours or something to put in the motherboard, the processor, the cooler, the new graphics card, RAM, all that kind of stuff. Like I did a complete rebuild of like the whole motherboard, put in a new setup, and it took me like 3 hours. So, but this time I'll be taking apart the cooler, putting in a water cooler, taking some fans off the top, and going that route. So it was pretty good last time, I think. And I've got some more lights this time, so I can light it up a little more. They're really bright, but I can turn them down. I think I can make it work out. I've just got to clean. I've got to clean my desk off completely. It's a big train wreck to do it, but I need to clean my whole area out anyway. I was gonna do it last weekend, I didn't, so I'm gonna do it this weekend, and we'll just stream it. I'll put my liquid cooler on for you guys this weekend if you guys want to come hang out sometime during the day on Saturday. I'm pretty sure, as long as we don't have another night like we did this past Friday for the Syndicate after show recording session. I think I'll be awake fairly early Saturday, so I think Bone can attest to that one. He made the comment yesterday, we can't do that anymore. I'm still tired. Yeah, I was too. I feel good today, though. I feel good today. I didn't go to sleep till late last night, but I think it's because I slept so much. I slept for like 11 hours by pure accident. Want to build one for me? I mean, I can put one together. I can put one together for sure. Brian Damage, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I can put them together. I'm no computer guru, but I mean, I definitely know how to turn wrenches, put parts together, for sure. I'm not a specialist, so I don't do like custom loop liquid cooling or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know how to do any of that. I can put a closed loop in like the IO, but IAO. Is it IAO? AIO? What is it called? AIO? I don't even know the names of stuff. But I can turn wrenches. I can do that. But anything custom liquid loop, don't get me to do it. That's a bad idea. I've never done them, so. I mean, I could probably look up some videos, but you know. I mean, do you want me to stream it? I mean, I'll do it if you need it done. I definitely don't mind helping. I mean, it's definitely helping out to help you guys out, so you don't have to pay somebody else to build it. So, Diogo, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you. AIO, there you go. AIO, yeah. The closed loop AIO stuff. The pre-built things. Those are tricky too, because you don't want to just pop them in your computer and fire it up. Like, you want to plug in the power when it's out of the computer to make sure it's not leaking anywhere. So those are still not quite as plug and play as I think some people want them to be. I would never just shove one of those in and turn the computer on to see what happens. You always want to make sure you hold it outside of the PC, plug power in, flip it on just to make sure it's not leaking water anywhere, or liquid, whatever, because that could be bad for your computer system. So But yeah, I mean, I put one in mine once, and the one time I did, I think I plugged it in and I let it run outside the computer for a few minutes just to make sure that it wasn't leaking anywhere. I mean, you should know in a few minutes if it's leaking. Now, if it develops a leak, then that's a problem, right? If it develops a leak, it's a problem. But if it's leaking right away, you'll know. You'll definitely know. So always let it run for a few minutes outside the PC. You got the i9 processor, 3090 video card, 8 gig hard drive. Man, where did you get a 3090? Those things are near impossible to get. I've been looking for like a 3070, but really hard to come by. I haven't yet gotten the ticket pull from Newegg where I get to order one. So I'm just gonna wait till they're in stock and a little cheaper, I think. Got to test fire it first. That's right, bud. Got to get that test fire in. Speaking of test fire, did you guys see the SN15 static fire today? Pretty excited about that. Yeah, it's the all-in-one AIO. That's what it is. That's it. That's the one. You can take computers apart with a 12-pound hammer. I can do that too, Jeff. I'm good at breaking stuff. Y'all know this. I'm good at breaking stuff. So I consulted, I'm going to throw you out here, Brian, because I consulted with Brian Damage on my RAM specifications to fit my motherboard and processor the best. Because, again, I don't know a lot about the hardware side of it, and I know how to make them match up, but not to get full potential out of it. So I consulted with Brian a little bit. Me and him, I say me and him, he came up with something that works really well for my setup. So it is much appreciated. Hey, yo, Mike, what's up, buddy? How's it going? A friend works for NVIDIA. Oh, nice. Hey, you got the hookup then. Heck yeah. Am I coming back to Twitch? That's a good question. Miss Deuce didn't hold me to my deadline to make a decision, so I'm still thinking on it. I'm still thinking on it. I'm gonna have to drop a day on YouTube to do it because I'm not gonna go back to streaming on Twitch at night. I like having my nights to hang out with the family. But I'm gonna have to drop a day on YouTube to do it, I think. 18, you started when I did, yeah. That's right then. Yeah, 2018, so this year will be, what, 3 years? We've been playing Subsistence, and I did take a break from it twice, so I mean, it's not been 3 straight years, but... You upgraded from the 1050 to the 1650 Super, nice. Yeah, that's a decent upgrade, bud. Fairly inexpensive compared to the rest of them, so... AIO is all-in-one. Yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it? That makes more sense. I think I read it together a minute ago when Bud said it, so yeah, that makes way more sense. It means all-in-one. Again, I don't know the technical terms for anything. I know I can put stuff together, though. You send me parts, I'll put it together. It may not work when you get it, but I'll put it together. I may have to, if I did that though, I'd have to get some styrofoam chunks and custom cut them to hold stuff in place when it gets shipped. And you still have to take the side off of it and take the styrofoam out. The Zodiac ZT 3090. Nice. The Zodiac stuff's not bad. I've never actually used it, but I've read some reviews on it, and it seems to do pretty well. So, I've got to tell you, I think I've got a Gigabyte. I forgot what it is. Where's my case? I've got a case right here somewhere for it. Yeah, it's a Gigabyte. I've got the Gigabyte RTX 2070 Super, and I mean it does pretty well, but I think I really want that extra little boost that the 30 series offers. So. Still 17, okay. Listen, it's still 17 set in here, so there gotta be more. Off we go. Oh god, I'm gonna run those over. Off we go. I'm gonna put those in the dryer, so. Well, you'd love to have a 3090 with your beast of a rig, I'm sure. Would you get a 3080, Mike? $40 on the Facebook Marketplace. No, I wouldn't pass that up either. You always end up with extra parts. If you don't have extra stuff left over when you're building something, you did it wrong. If you used every piece there, then you put too many pieces together. It was payment for coding a game for him. Nice. Nice, Todd. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if you can disclose what game, but if it's out to the public, we would love to know, I think. I would. Again, I like being nosy. I don't call it nosy, though. I call it curious. We talked about this yesterday. I'm just curious about people. So. $3070 because you want to pay 2K for a 3080. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't even want to pay for a 3070 right now, man. Those things are expensive. Best Buy is a 3070 in stock. Yeah, but they're so expensive right now. Or did they drop the price down? Like, is it back to normal price? When they came out, I loved the price range they were shooting for when they were going to release them, because I could afford a 3080. But when they went short of stock, I could no longer afford a 30 series at all, no matter what level it was. So $499 for it. Oh, it is back. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's back to the standard release price for it. So crazy enough, I bought this 2070 last year and I paid like $599 for it. And I always do that. I always buy a video card right before the next series comes out, and they always drop the price of them. So it's like, man, I could have just waited, but I really couldn't wait. Changing all my stuff over, I couldn't wait. I wanted to go ahead and upgrade, so making a first-person shooter. Okay, cool. Man, my allergies are kicking today, man. Whew. Someone told you an AIO stands for air in out. I don't know. I'm gonna go with all in one. Smarter people than me in chat said all in one, so I'm gonna go with that. What are we working towards this game, Deuce? Still had to step away for a few minutes, load the dishwasher. Right now I'm selling stuff. I need to sell these, sell all these pallets. I'm still working on getting the furniture factory, because I bought all the useless junk last time. I started out with 5,000. I made 14,000 a day. That's not bad. Use painter's tape to hold the bracket in place on the backside. I've never done that, but that's a good idea. Oh crap, we're stuck. We're actually stuck in the ground right now. I don't know if I can get out of this either. Nope, call tow truck. $250. Gone down the drain. Down the drain. Yeah, I've never tried that. I might try that though. I mean, typically I lay it on its side until I get ready to put the actual heatsink on, and then I'll stand it up. But yeah, I'm just gonna see how the brackets work for it. So I had the Corsair, is it the Corsair H115i or whatever it was, version 2? Don't buy that one. Whichever, it's the 115i version 2, whatever it is. I think it's the, I was looking to see if I can see the box. I think it's the Corsair. The back plate doesn't actually let the heatsink tighten down, AMD or Intel, unless they fixed it. But I bought it last year too, and or a year ago. I bought it in 2019. Yeah, I bought it in 2019, late 2019. So going into 2020, I bought it, and it did not do well. It didn't do well at all. It was letting my computer run hot because it wasn't making good contact with the processor. So yeah, don't do that. don't buy that one. I love Corsair stuff. I just bought the wrong one. I mainly run Corsair fans and case and everything else, power supply, everything. But that one specific cooler, the H115 version 2, don't buy it. Not worth it. Limit purchase numbers. Oh, you're talking about the My personal tech said all-in-one too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Smarter people than me called it an all-in-one, so I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think I have to put it on with the motherboard in place because the back plate actually goes on the back side of the wall of the computer. On the one I had, I don't know about this one. I haven't looked at it yet. I'll look at it Saturday. I'll have a plan before I actually fire up and go live, or I won't, and we'll just talk the whole time. Seems easier. Seems easier. I never have a plan for anything. Why would I plan Saturday stream? I'll just fire up the old phone and we'll start working on it. See what happens. Making an FP shooter at space. Where was that? RPG survival. First-person shooter for space. Cool. Cool. 3070's overclock was still not as good as the 3090. Well, it's still twice as good as the 2080 and 3 times as good as the 2070, right? Like the 3070 is a beast compared to the 2070. Am I wrong about that? I may be wrong on the amount of better it is, but I know that it's better. It's way better than the 2070. And I knew better. I knew better than to buy the first gen of a new series coming out. I don't know why I did. I could have just kept my 1070 Ti and been happy with it, but I've never actually owned an 80 other than the 780 Ti. So I had the 780 Ti Direct CU2 for, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years probably. And it started crapping out on me, and I sent it to a buddy of mine so he could have it. And he literally just changed the thermal paste out, put it back together, and it works fine. And I was like, crap. I could have just kept it and bought another one. I tried to find 2 of those to run an SLI, but trying to find a 780 Ti that's the exact same as mine years later was really hard to do. So deer and fox for food, nice. Okay, and berries, that's kind of cool. That sounds like a cool concept. I mean, that, you know, it just seems like more of a survival game than being attacked constantly game. But you wanted it then. That's right, Brian. Dang millennials. As bad as I hate it, I do fall in that category, and my brain does work that way. So, hey, my brother's a Gen Xer, and he does the same thing. He has the same thought process as I do. So, I think it's a family trait. It's definitely not a family trait. My dad wasn't like that at all. So I don't know where me and my brother got it from. Instant gratification. How many of these do I have left? 10 left. Holy crap! Still got a lot left. All right, good. That's good. That's more money, and we're up to 21,000. Sweet. What is Mike saying here? If you can, put the water lines of the AIO at the bottom. They'll be fine at the top, but at the bottom it ensures no air gets in the pump. So instead of mounting my fan on the top, you're saying mount it on the bottom? My radiator? Because the only space I really have is either take the complete front of my computer apart, mount it on the front, or mount it on the top of the rig. And the last time I mounted it on top of the rig, and it did okay, except for that back plate not tightening down. So should I take my computer apart and mount it on the front? I guess is what I'm asking. I've got to take like the carcass. I've got to take it down to the carcass if I'm going to do that, because all the shrouds and stuff, the plastic and stuff around the front end, I got to take it all the way down to that if I'm going to do it. So you want a phase change cooling system, but it's usually built into the case. You don't particularly feel like paying $3,000 for a case. Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I would love to have something like that. The just how crazy it is, but you know, I don't feel like paying more than about. I don't know how much this case was. I got the Corsair D, the 750D, when it came out. It came out and then it went on sale like a month later for like 20 bucks off, 50 bucks off, so I bought it. So the top mount's fine? Okay. Oh, when I was talking about the front of it. Yeah, okay, so on the top you don't have to bother about it. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to put. I'm probably going to put it on the top. It would just be easier. I mean, I could mount it to the front. It wouldn't hurt anything, but the top's easier. There's nothing in the way for the hoses or anything like that, so. You're not done cleaning up all the logs you cut down, about 66 cork boards waiting to be sold. Holy crap, that's a lot. That's a good deal, Armicon. That's money. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's a lot of crates waiting to be delivered. So forget water cooling, just refrigerate it. Somebody want to send me a mini fridge? I'll put that sucker in there. Well, never mind. This won't fit. I'll need like a medium-sized fridge probably. My case definitely will not fit in a mini fridge. Won't happen. Top really is the best spot for it, actually. Okay. I mean, it seems like the pressure of it, right, would be stable that way. But yeah, I could see if you're mounting it on the front and you mounted the hoses on top instead of the bottom, I could see that maybe causing some issues. Like I don't know why it would, but. I guess because it's trying to pull back up instead of the gravity fed or whatever, right? That's probably why. Gonna require lots of Gorilla Tape, yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Brian. Because of the block being higher than the radiator. It being gravity fed, or the gravity helping the pump or whatever, you won't end up with air. I don't know why my brain processes stuff so weird, but that's kind of what I understood about it. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Just run a long tube from the freezer to the computer. I mean, I guess I could do that. We can see how it worked out, right? See what happens. How many do I have left over here? Let's see. I have 3 waiting to crate. We're not even going to take those. That is a waste of fuel. That is a waste of fuel. Should I just take some of these and sell them? Like, I feel like I've got enough here to make a bunch of money. I've got 42, 44, 18, and 8 waiting to create as well. So, I mean, I've got a bunch waiting to create, too. Time to get in the old forklift here. So I got a question. Anybody have a good idea of how to make birch planks? I want to leave. Yeah, we want to do birch, right? How to make the Oculus Quest 2 work with American Truck Sim, Farm Sim games? Does it work with Farm Sim games? And how easy is it to set up? I'm asking for no particular reason whatsoever. Don't mind me. Just ignore what I'm asking, but answer it if you can. I'm asking for no particular reason whatsoever. Let's just say if it does work, I may not have to worry about the Track Hat or Track R. I may just use the VR. So. There's really 2 main pumps. One in the block goes on the CPU, the other is the radiator. Yours in the block, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so we don't want the block to be higher than the hoses for the radiator, is that right? Indy's done it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Indy. I don't know if you had the Rift S or the Quest 2, but either way, I think it's the same with the Oculus. Now the Hive and all that other kind of stuff. How come I can't pick that up? Uh-oh, did we mess up somehow? I think we messed up somehow. I think we messed up. I don't think I can pick stuff up on that. I may have to move them. The Quest 2 is pretty limited, so I want the Oculus Rift. Okay. Well, I've got a limited budget here. I had a really nice thought from somebody in the community. So, yeah, I think it's because they're in the middle. That's the problem. But I've got a limited amount. I would really love to get the Valve Index. It looks fantastic, but it's super expensive. My God, it's expensive. But yeah, I don't know right away if I'll need the grips and all that, so I don't need the whole setup. As long as I can get the headset to work for stuff like that right away, I'll be happy. That would be my main goal with it. So. You solved your overheating with one simple trick. Switch to watching others play. Hey man, sometimes that's the best way, right? I mean, that's a good way to solve your overheating problems for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Indy because I really don't know. So I want the Rift. Do I want the Rift S or just the Rift? Caleb, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you. Can't use VR, makes you nauseous. So I've learned nothing. Haven't learned anything about it. Okay. Yeah, understandable. 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 I know a lot of people can't use VR. I'm hoping that I'll be fine. Like I really don't have. I don't have any reasons that I shouldn't be able to use it, and I've played VR a couple times, so. I don't know how it's going to affect me. I may have to like get used to it though. Maybe one of those things where it just doesn't work for me right away, but I gotta. The Rift S is twice the price, but doesn't link the same way. So I want to get just the Rift then, the old school. The old school one. Oh, it's been discontinued. Okay. All right, so gonna need to save up a little more to get the Rift S then. Yeah, I was looking at the Quest 2 just because of the price point, right? Because it's a really decent price point for the Quest 2. So. And I don't know how I feel about them forcing you to have a Facebook account with all your actual real personal information to just to use the thing for the Quest 2 either. So that was another problem I had, and it's probably that way for the Rift S as well. But if something happens and you lock your headset up, then you're out of luck if you didn't use your real name. I've seen that. I've read that. I've read through a bunch of stuff in the last couple of days about it. So. So I want the Rift S. Okay. Your wife wanted to buy ATS for you. He told her you drive a semi all night. Why would you want to play one in a game? That's a good point. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I mean we do have a lot of people that used to hang out for trucking that were actual truckers. A lot of people actually. So I mean I understand the allure behind it, right? Something you're familiar with, it's fun, you enjoy doing it. But yeah, I agree too that if you do it all the time, why would you want to come home and do it too? It's like, come on, man, just let me enjoy my nights playing something other than driving. Much weaker, much more limited library. Okay. Yeah. I will definitely rule out the Quest 2 then, and I will look into the Rift S. So. Required phase. Yeah, it's 100% required, and it's probably 100% required with the Rift S as well. But I'm willing to make that sacrifice if we can do some, not just some VR games, but use it for like American Truck Sim, Farm Sim as well. Because starting tomorrow, is tomorrow the first day of spring on the FSN? I think it is. Starting tomorrow, I need to plant my field, so I'm getting kicked off the server, and I don't want that to happen. So. I'm going to get back to playing some Farm Sim tomorrow, and then hopefully we can start planning some convoy stuff on American Truck Sim at some point too. I just got to get back into where the information is on American Truck Sim and where multiplayer is versus the updates for the solo, where Truckers MP is at on updates for that. So I gotta research again and figure out where we're at, see if we can actually plan a convoy or not. Because we do have a logistics company. And we have a multiplayer Farm Sim, but nobody's been on it. We've all been playing on the FSN, so. Oh, so I got one more slot over here. Whoops. About the survival game? I think I saw it. I think I did. Quit Facebook months ago. Couldn't use the Oculus anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's my biggest issue with it is that you have to have a Facebook account with your actual person. If you get false information, you lock your, you know, if something happens, your headset, you're locked out of your headset. It's a brick. You know, it's like, man, come on now. That's a little bit much. Like, I feel like the information phishing has gone too far. Like, why do I have to give my actual personal information to play video games? That's pretty silly. You don't have Facebook and refuse to get an account? I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I mean, I've already had one, so for me, that all my information's on there anyway. Like, if you delete your Facebook, doesn't mean they delete your information. They still have all your information, so... Like, it doesn't matter for me at this point. I've already had a Facebook account. They know all about me. I left my personal one up. I just locked it. And I haven't logged onto it in over a year, so. I can't see that far up, Todd. The last message I see is you saying your wife wanted to buy it for you, so. But yeah, Gabriel, I definitely look into the Quest Rift, or not the Quest Rift, the Oculus Rift S. That's the one. That's the words I was looking for. Words are hard, just so you know. Words are difficult these days. So I call it fake book. Oh, it's very real though. The information gathering is very real. That's across all of the interwebs though. It's not just Facebook. Nothing wrong with that. I usually go make an account on any new social platform that comes out. So I don't make my accounts on social media platforms based on political leanings. I really don't care either way. Just as a brand, I want to make sure I have the DeuceMS brand on every social account that ever comes out. That way nobody else can take my name. So there. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me which one you use. I've got links for all of them. I don't use them a whole lot. I just go snag the name up so that nobody else takes it. Oh yeah, Moonshadow for sure. Yeah, it's definitely good. The messenger stuff, people tend to be on it, you know, on the messenger side a lot more than you know, especially if, like you said, if they lose their if you lose their phone numbers or they switch phone numbers or whatever else, you can still contact people. It's a very good way to stay in contact with people for sure. You must find an axe before you can craft more axes. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, as No Life Shack would say. One of my favorite reaction channels, by the way. I think it's a lot of people's. Dude's got over 1 million subscribers now. But yeah, that's tough. Use Telegram? I don't think I've even heard of Telegram. See, I'm finding more and more social messaging, social apps that I don't know about. That I need to go create names on, apparently. So I didn't know Stitcher was a thing. Stitcher's been around a long time, apparently. I didn't know that. Stitcher's been around a while for podcasts. Had no idea. Had no clue. Never even heard of it. But you can find the Syndicate there if they ever actually accept our podcast, which they haven't yet. So right now it's only actually available on Spotify and YouTube. So. You work for a conservative journalist during the election, you got doxxed, so you got rid of Facebook and Twitter. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. It's just silly from either side of the political aisle. Like, I mean, you're actively threatening people's families like that. It's not right. I still genuinely feel that most people just want to be left alone to live their lives, like, honestly. As far as the political topic goes, I think most people just want to be left alone. Like, just let people live their lives, man. People just trying to live. They auto-link via Telegram. Oh, that's cool too, I guess. I mean, honestly, like, if you're on the internet, people know who you are, right? Period. Like, there is no hiding. There's no hiding. It doesn't matter what political, religious beliefs, whatever else. It doesn't matter. Like, if you're on the internet, the government knows who you are. That's 100% true. I think that maybe I got the misconception at some point that, you know, if I deleted my Facebook account, that, you know, all of my information got deleted with it. But it didn't. They keep all your information. So it actually says in the terms of service if you go through and read it. Or it did at one point. I don't know if they do now, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, Gabriel. I wish people would just leave each other alone and everybody be happy, you know? It's like, I like hot dogs, you like hamburgers. We don't have to fight about it. You know what I mean? It's like, you like mayo, I like Miracle Whip, or you like Miracle Whip, I like mayo. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm not forcing you to eat the mayo. It's just silly. I don't get it. I don't get it. You just wanted a job. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, and it doesn't even have to be political. Like, just, if you disagree with somebody these days, it's crazy. Are they still birch? Yeah, they're still birch. Good. But yeah, I mean, I'm of the mindset that I'm not asking anything of you. Why are you asking things of me when I've done nothing to impede your ability to do what you're doing? That's my mindset on the whole situation. If you change passwords in software, nobody can find you through it anymore? Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea, actually. I need to go to my old account and change my password. I've got two Facebook accounts from my person, I think. Well, no, I just have one, but I lost my password for my email that's attached to, so I can't get into it anyway. And now I can't remember my actual password for that Facebook account, so I can't get into it anyway. But, so I locked it. I didn't actually delete that one. I think maybe I did have two at one point. I deleted the first one I had, maybe. Uh-oh. We are out of room. Let's just drop these. Let's drop these over here. We are full on the birch. Full on the birch pallets. Big Brother's watching now in 3D. Exactly, man. Like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I gave up on all that stuff. Like, now I've got to show photo ID to buy vape juice. So it's like, ugh, God, it's ridiculous. And I say that meaning online, if I buy vape juice, I have to take a picture of my license and upload it to one of those, one of like the 3 tested, trusted sites or whatever. But at this point, it's like my information's all over the internet. It doesn't matter if I upload my ID or not. So, I mean, I had to get on the exchange sites, right, for crypto too. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like Ricky Gervais said it best. It doesn't matter. Where can I put these? It's gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna put these right here for now. We'll stack these inside after, I guess. Let's drop them there. You had to sign for your juice yesterday when it arrived? Yeah, so I either had to do that or I had to show ID, and I think I had to show ID. One of the verification things or whatever it is. But yeah, some sites will make you do that. Cream will make you upload your license, but some will make you sign for it when it comes in. So it's so hard to get vape juice now, man. My favorite company closed down because of all this, because they couldn't afford the licensing. because they weren't a big company. And they didn't charge a whole lot for their juice either. I don't know if that's why they closed down, but they definitely closed down when that went into effect. They stopped selling juice, closed their website and everything. So, and I was hoping to get a partnership out of them too, man. I really wanted that Centerfold Vape partnership. They got some really cool stickers. So, really cool stuff from them. But anyway. Top. Let's see what the Crapto's looking like today. What's the score going for here? 1622, 216. Brian is sitting at 142. Cloyd's got 132. Bob's got 94. Pace has 81. I think Pace lurking here getting his deuce coin up. Jeff's got 78. You 40 with 76. Metal Man with 73. Patrick with 70. Very nice. Very nice. You retired your tinfoil hat last year, now you just trust your government? I mean, it's easier that way, honestly. You don't stress as much. I still got I got a couple of different tinfoil hats, but not over government. I'm pretty aware of what's happening with the government. Like I don't really stress over it because I know what's going on, or I have an idea in my mind of what's going on, so I don't have to think about it. So I don't think about conspiracies over the government. I'm thinking like UFOs and is the moon hollow? Do aliens live in the moon? You know, like I'm thinking stuff like that. Tinfoil hat. I got a couple of those. Those are fun, and it's not that I actually believe in any of that. It's just fun to imagine, you know. So that's why we have sci-fi movies. That's why we have stuff like Star Wars. You know, it's because somebody imagined stuff like that one day and was like, yeah, let's do that. So. But yeah, I just like to think about it. I think it's a cool thought to have, you know. It's a fun concept to think about. Don't trust them, just work them. I mean, that too. Yeah. I mean, again, I think if you have a good understanding of the way they think of you, then it's easier to get along. You know, it's easier to get along with the realization that is happening. So. The real conspiracy theory, right, Mike? Yeah, the real conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are fun. They can be anyway. Like they don't have to be toward the government, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. They can be toward a lot of different things. The lost island that got buried under the ocean, the city under the ocean. I forgot what it's called. There's all kinds of stuff out there that's just really fun to research and think about. You know, what if it was real? You know, that'd be kind of cool. You have serious doubts about SpongeBob actually living in a pineapple under the sea? Oh man, we gotta work on that. We gotta work on that. I have no doubt that SpongeBob actually lives in a pineapple under the sea. Even less doubt that Patrick lives under a rock. There is zero doubt about that. Like you can't think that Patrick lives under a rock under the sea and not think that SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea. They both have to exist. No, not Atlantis. It was something else. It was something completely different. I watched a video on it the other day. I say watched. I put it on and I went to sleep. So, like I dozed off right after it came on. I got literally nothing done, but we made a lot of money. Let's go see if we can get a few more of these trees harvested here. With all of our conspiracy theories going with us. But yeah, I mean, just fun stuff like that. Yeah, the Lost City of Atlantis even. I mean, anything. You know, like anything like that. I just enjoy it. Just because it's fun to get into that sci-fi space, you know, for a little while and let your mind drift. I don't know. For me, it is. It's nice to just relax sometimes and think about all the crazy stuff that could be out in the universe or buried under the oceans or whatever. The Inquirer paper. Breaking news. Aliens live in the White House. I remember the Inquirer. I haven't... Is it even still a thing? I'm guessing it is. National Enquirer. I love that in Men in Black they grabbed the National Enquirer and Jay's like, "What you doing?" And Kay goes, "Doing research." It's like, what? That's a great concept, honestly. They just moved out. You think the salt water would destroy the pineapple? I mean, that's a good point. It probably would. I mean, it does, right? Salt water destroys pineapple at some point. High Brazil is off the coast of Ireland, supposedly. Oh, I'm going to have to look that one up. Writing that down. Pin. Yeah, this page is fine. High Brazil. Okay, that's probably not how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up. Again, I like all kinds of stuff like that. Stuff that may or may not, you know, have existed, but some scientists have found stuff that say that it could have. Some scientists found stuff that say that it didn't. I like stuff like that. It's pretty entertaining. Where are you going, man? You taking that? Well, I guess that's an off-road style vehicle. You're probably good. Is this my property? This is not my property. Going down some more. It's over there where that thing is. So something else is the Georgia Guidestones. I've been looking into those. I've been trying to figure out who built them. I still don't know. Watched all kinds of videos. I mean, Gabriel, I'm with you there. I don't know if I believe that we can't explore the Marianas Trench, but we went to the moon. Like, now they could, both of those things could be true, right? That we can't go that deep in the ocean and that we went to the moon. But I just feel like if we did one, we should be able to do the other, you know? I think I just got stuck. God, this area right here is rough, man. Like, every turn you're getting stuck on something, there's nothing here. Like, it's just ground. Why is it so bad? I'm not replanting trees in this area, by the way. That is not gonna happen. I pronounced it right? That's a first. I never pronounced anything right. But yeah, I don't know. I love all kinds of conspiracy theories. Watched the video yesterday, part where they harvested liquid blood sample from an extinct horse that was dated at 42,500 years old. A horse? 42,500 years old? That's a long time ago. That's a long doggone time ago. I don't like the way that sits. Let's drop it over here. There we go. That's better. Sits where I want it to now. It says where it's want. The pressure's much harder to deal with. I mean, I guess it's the only thing, right? Is like the vacuum is different than the amount of pressure put on, right? Like, so the vacuum of space has got to be different than the amount of pressure the water puts on at that level. So I mean, that's the only reason I could see us not going. But still though, we put people on the moon, what was it, 69, 68, whatever it was? Like, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. We should have technology now that we can go pretty deep in the ocean. I'm still of the thought process with the videos that the Army released not long ago, last year, whatever it was, of the UFOs 2 or 3 years ago, ever how long it's been. The guys tracking I mean, they're just unidentified flying objects, right? They're not necessarily actual aliens, but at the same time, they're unidentified objects in the sky, so they're UFOs. But that being said, one of them seemed to have disappeared into the water, which I find really odd. But at the same time, if you think about the ocean's depth that we can't explore, aliens might actually live underwater at the Marianas Trench. Think about that. That would be odd, wouldn't it? Yeah, see, there you go. Brian coming out with the intelligence there. Yeah, I mean, okay, so that makes sense, kinda. I still think we should have the technology to do it. This is really awkward. I'm never coming back to this property after we cut these, ever. This is just too awkward for me. I can't take it. Floating trees, the ground that sticks every 10 seconds. A mammoth found in Siberia. That's cool. It's easier to build for vacuum than it is for the intense pressure. Yeah. Yes, I mean, you're all making great points. I feel like we should have done it by now. Again, though, that's the millennial instant gratification attitude, I guess. I want to go to space and I want to go now. We should have a base on Mars. We should have explored Jupiter by now. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, God, that arm just throws me off. Seriously, like, it's creepy. But no, in all seriousness, I feel like that people have probably tried to get the funding together to do something like that, and people are researching it every day, I'm sure. There's got to be scientists out there researching every day to try to figure out how to go deeper into the ocean. Right? I don't doubt that. Yeah, we know so very little about the ocean. Yeah. Did you guys hear the head of Neuralink, business partner of Elon Musk, said that Jurassic Park is actually viable. Sorry, Jurassic Park is actually viable. Yeah, it went so well in the movies. I figure why not, right? It went so well in the movies. Let's do it. Oh, it's another one of those that's buried in the ground. The trigger's buried. So this one's buried. That one's floating. We're gonna leave that there, I guess. Is that all of them? All of those? All of these up here too. We got a lot more. As Clubber Lang said, we got a lot of mo. If you want to go, they just started generating O2 on Mars. I don't even, like, I can't even fathom the fact that we have, what, our third or second drone on Mars, or whatever it's called, Perseverance. With is Perseverance the drone, or is that the thing with wheels on it? What's it called? Like, AO Mike, I did not study for this test. What is the thing called? The robot on Mars, whatever it is. Second or third one, right? And then we've got a drone up there, you know, that's flying around. Like, that is so hard to fathom. And it's almost like it's a non-existent thought for most people. It's like, man, it's so cool. Like, it's such a cool concept. The rover, yes, that thing. There you go, thank you. I did not study for this test. Aquaman is real, yes. Is it Jason Momoa, though? Or is it the guy from Smallville? which one is it? It wasn't that long ago that Voyager 2 finally left their solar system. That's true. What was it, like 2020, 2019? Whenever it was? It hasn't been long. Voyager 2 launched in 77. It just left their solar system. So the cool thing that I like about that whole you know thing, can we actually escape our solar system? Apparently our solar system is expanding at a rate that we will never catch up to. So if we launched today at the speed of light, we still wouldn't be able to catch the end of our solar system, apparently, because our solar system is expanding. Which, again, I'm not smart enough to even comprehend what that means. But in layman's terms, I kind of understand that means we'll never get to the end of the solar system. But I don't know how I don't know how you measure that. Like, I don't understand the measurements needed to make that happen, I guess. I'm not smart enough to understand that part of it. Anko, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We're talking conspiracy theories, not government, but just in general. Space, aliens, buried cities. Why we can't go to the deepest part of the ocean, because pressure has been noted many times. I understand. I get it. Water pressure is very hard to fight. Less than 1% of the ocean has been explored. That's true. That's true. I think there needs to be, and I'm not saying that somebody has to do this. I just think it would be really awesome if there was as much focus from an independent company with as much money behind it as there is something like Blue Origin or SpaceX, stuff like that, but for the ocean. And there might be. It just doesn't get talked about much. There may be. It just doesn't get. I had to cough. My bad. It doesn't get talked about as much, if there is. So. They spent billions to go to Mars. I guess Earth is old news. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's There's nothing wrong with financing the exploration of space. Just like there's nothing wrong with financing the exploration of our own oceans. I don't think we should negate one for the other. I think they should both be viable. As silly as it sounds, oh, money printed on trees. Yes. I mean, literally money is just printed. It has no, like, backing, so what's the point? You know? Give more money to research for the oceans. I'm for that. I'm all for it. Both should be viable. Alabama white sauce isn't really barbecue sauce no matter what they say. I don't think I've ever had Alabama white sauce, Gabriel. I don't even know what it is. Never even heard of it. Although now I'm afraid to ask, thinking about this. Imagine walking against a walkway which is slightly faster than you are. Yes, Lidme, that's probably the best way you could say it. Walking up an escalator, right? Walking up an escalator, but doing it at a slow pace. You will never get to the top. You can see the end of it. You know it's there, but you'll never reach it. Or you know it's there. You may not be able to see it, but you can definitely know that it's there, but never be able to reach it. It's theories built upon theories. Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Theories built upon theories, and it really is. I mean, there's no way we can actually measure it because we can't go to the end of the universe, so. How many more? 2, 3, 4, something like that. There's one down there I'm not cutting, remember. The technology it took to go to the moon was less power than a modern day cell phone. But from what I heard, they can't go back to the moon because they lost the technology. Joe, I've seen that interview, and it's kind of awkward, isn't it? Because it's like the whole time you're thinking, what? It's like, that makes zero sense. Like, I don't know what kind of scientist or rocket engineer you have to be to make that make sense, but if somebody can explain that, I will gladly listen. We can't go back to the moon because they lost the technology. And that actually came from an interview somewhere. And I don't know if the guy meant to say it or if he just misspoke or what, but I don't know. That made me question a lot, though, Joe. I've seen that conversation. It's pretty interesting. Eventually, our galaxy is going to collide with the neighboring one and merge together. I mean, I guess it would be possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. If they're both expanding, then at some point, yeah. Yeah, Joe. Somebody with a better understanding of quantum mechanics and space exploration is going to have to explain that so that it makes sense, because that makes zero sense to me. The way I look at it is there's a real reason why we never went back to the moon, and I don't feel like it's because they lost the technology. That's the greatest part about the speculation, right? Yeah, no, Joe, I've seen that. I've seen that interview, and I was just like, that's kind of odd. That's kind of weird. Like, why? We lost the technology, so we can't go back to the moon, but yet we have better technology in our pockets than went to the moon? Some of these theories out here are kind of weird. You think something happened or saw something unexplainable? Mike, there's all kinds of way crazy out there conspiracy theories about what they actually saw on the moon. There's a good conspiracy theory video out there of this video is never gonna get ever gonna get pushed in the algorithm of YouTube because we're talking conspiracy theories. There's a really good one though that says that Stanley Kubrick actually built the set for the moon landing. And I was like, okay, I gotta watch this. So I watched the entire documentary. At the end of it, I'm going, okay. Well, if we didn't actually go to the moon, then that's how it happened. You know what I mean? Like, for people that don't believe we went to the moon, that documentary pretty much sums up what they did if we didn't actually go. I don't know. I don't know either way. Let's go home and sleep. Home and sleep and home and sleep. On the old lawnmower, look at there. Pull over here next to the door. Man. It's dark. I'm tired of it being dark. Let's go sleep. Probably need to eat something. Can't pick up logs and move them around if I don't eat. I think I'm gonna try to stack these in one place because there's a, it's a mess. Yeah, Mike Ladd, it may be what Cloyd said too, though. He may have been talking about the technology back then. I mean, I still don't know if that makes it make sense though, Cloyd. Like, the engineers were more mathematicians. They did all the machine work for the prototypes. Yeah, I still don't know if that makes it make sense though. Like, there's so many things wrong with that statement. It's like we lost the technology, we can't go back to the moon. What? I still can't wrap my head around how that works. Like, yeah, I want to actually pick these up and stack them in one spot here. This seems like a pretty flat area, so we're just gonna stack here, I think. Oh, that was the whole log. Okay, never mind. Let's get a nice even stack going here. Nice even stack going here. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't make that statement make sense in my head. We lost the technology, so we can't go back to the moon. I mean, I understand that you know, if it comes down to just strictly all the formulas and stuff they had written out for what it would take to land and get back off the moon, all that kind of stuff. If they lost that, I mean, that I can understand. But the way he said it though was like, we lost the technology, we can't go back to the moon. I'm going, no, we have more technology now. But yeah, that I guess that makes it make sense. I had to really think about that before I could really come to that conclusion, honestly. There's huge debate about private companies making profit from space exploration. And should it be allowed? I don't think any one person or any one company or any one country should claim anything outside of the Earth. That's how we had wars started on Earth. I think it should be a humanitarian effort at some point. I mean, we have to stop thinking of each other as my territory, your territory, especially when we get into space. I mean, given everybody has their own, you know, personal thoughts on that whole subject, but when we get into space, though, you really have to consider that at that point it's a humanitarian effort, right? It's not, you know, one better than other. It's that it's for all. So I don't care if they make profit off of it. I just don't want them to be claiming anything outside of the, I would say the atmosphere, but I watched a video the other day that kind of blew my mind. The moon is actually not outside the atmosphere, apparently. I don't know how true that is, but it looked pretty true. So the way they described it all, I think I'm probably just gonna pick those up. Those are a pretty good line. I did a pretty good job of dropping those trees. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's go pick these up. How quick something gets changed by telling someone to do something. Imagine the machinist thinks he knows better, and the engineer doesn't follow the plan. Yeah, no. I get what you're saying. It was like, that makes it make sense to me, putting it that way. I guess it did. I couldn't make it make sense myself, though. I tried. Like, every way possible, I was trying to think of this and go, okay, what does this mean? We lost the technology. But yeah, I can see that point. It's like the Telegram game, whatever it is, where you tell somebody something and they tell somebody else, and by the time it gets to the end, it's completely different. Like, when you do that, when you put it that way, then that makes sense. The greatest achievement in history that they lost to technology. Again, I mean, it kind of makes sense that way, but I still don't see how that happened. I'm more curious in how they lost the technology than that they lost it at all. I'm more curious as to how they lost it than that they lost it. So they lost a lot of knowledge in the Dark Ages compared to early Egypt. That's true. That's 100% true. Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah. So I mean, it's very possible. I'm just more curious on how than that they did. So. But yeah, I think I'm okay with private companies making profit. Like, I don't care. It doesn't impede my ability to go make money. Not yet, you know. But at the same time, I don't like governments and leaderships throughout history have done nothing but fight wars over new territory. Why do we want to go to war over space, right? This is how Star Wars started. We should know this. Like, I'm more than okay with private companies going to space. Don't have any issue with that. Making profit off of it, sure. Don't care. I don't know. I don't feel like that's the important part of that conversation. So why am I so close to this thing? I didn't hit C again. That's what it was. I started looking and go, dude, I'm really close to the logs here for some reason. They're hiding things. Mining a single Bitcoin with Commodore 64 will take at least 50 trillion years and cost 1.1 quadrillion in energy. That was for the Commodore 64 though. I mean, that's like saying riding a horse from New York to Australia would take so long. Why would you do that when you can just jump on a plane? Like, I don't know what PC mag that is, but that's just a silly comparison. That's a silly comparison. Sometimes the Empire strikes back. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really have an opinion on the whole. The reason I say it doesn't matter to me is because I don't have an opinion on it. I don't care if they make a profit. I don't care if they go to space. Like, as long as it's something in line with the betterment of humanity, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, if it's knowledge, that's fine, because knowledge is for the betterment of humanity. So. I think it's when it gets greedy is the problem. I think that's the problem. Yeah, even if it's just for knowledge purposes, right? That's still okay. And you have to do something to be able to keep that going, so making a profit is the way to do it. Again, I don't know. I feel like it's a rotating circle. And I say a rotating circle because it not only comes full circle, but it also turns in patterns. So, wonder if they'll terraform the moon in your lifetime? I don't know. That's a good question. Is it possible to terraform the moon, though? Like, the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. So, could we build a bubble around it? Like, I've often thought of, like, futuristic sci-fi stuff about the moon. Would they build a bubble around the moon? That would be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Is it even feasible to do so? I think it'd be kind of awesome. What's up, Dark? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. they're hiding things. I love Joe. I love Joe's comment there. It's just that explains a lot. That one comment explains so many. They're hiding things. Explains so many things. It's faster than a Game Boy. I mean, that's true, but I mean, you're still equating like. You're still equating taking a rowboat from the UK to Australia versus, you know, just hopping on the plane to get there. And while we might still see some evidence that the rowboat existed to do that at one time, that's great, but that's not the way it operates today. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to recognize where it started, but at the same time, you have to admit where it's at now. Yeah, I don't see people equating mining Bitcoin with a Commodore 64 to like any useful conversation whatsoever, because nobody's doing that. I would hope. I would hope nobody's trying to mine Bitcoin with a Commodore 64. Just a waste of power at that point. It's a waste of energy. Although, by the time that it mines a full Bitcoin, Bitcoin may actually be worth that much. So, not a financial advisor. Disclaimer, have to throw it out there. All right, we're done with this area, thank God. This is such a hilly area. It's horrible. Oh no, there's one more. No, I thought I had them all. Should I leave 2 here? Should I take it? Let's take it. It's not gonna take that. It's not gonna take but a minute. What else you got to do, people? We're talking about aliens and going to the moon and space travel and everything else. What else you got to do? Let's chop this tree down. What's up, Adrian? How's it going? Yeah, the one down there doesn't count because it's not choppable, apparently. Build a Genesis bomb like in Star Trek? I mean, I forgot who it was, but a minute ago somebody mentioned that they're already making, see, it was it Lidme that is making, I mean, I saw the article, I just didn't read it. I found it really interesting. We'll go back and, I'm probably just going to go listen to Everyday Astronauts, Tim Dodd. I'm just going to listen to his thoughts on it. On making CO2 on Mars, so that's pretty cool. Or O2, O2. They started making O2. They started making oxygen on Mars, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Artificial atmosphere under domes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't it be kind of cool though? I don't want to put that on this hill. I don't think it's gonna pick up. Let's go up the hill. I need some Foxier potion or something. I need one of those potions that I can run with the stuff. We use a lot of Star Trek technology now. I guess that's true, yeah. If you really look at it, we do. We do, yeah. Let's drop them right here. We're off the road. I know it's a long way to... Oh my God, I almost got hit by a car. You know what? This is flat enough. I'm not carrying these logs. Quit being silly, Deuce. You old silly Deuce, you. About pumping a heavy material liquid into the moon to generate a magnetic field and destroy the Earth gravity. Maybe a bad idea. Maybe. I mean, that will definitely mess with the tides and the cycles and the what's it called, the streams, the currents, whatever they're called, the currents in the oceans. That would definitely mess with all that. So that would be bad. Like, that would be really bad. It'd be like that Tom Cusack movie, 2012. Moon might be colonized in our lifetime, but not terraformed. Even terraforming a planet has some base elements in a place like Mars take over 100,000 years. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna see anything terraformed in my lifetime for sure. But I think colonizing maybe. And again, I hope we do it with the best intentions of humanity in mind, not certain countries or certain peoples in mind, right? Just humanity in general. I think that would be best, but whatever's going to happen, I can't control it, so, you know. The communicators, yeah, the cell phones. Yeah. I mean, we do too. If you look at some of the Star Trek technology from way back when, we actually have now, so. So, I mean, you also have to consider how far we've come in the last 100 years in technology. And we had this discussion one day, and I said that, and every time I say it, it sinks in again that Tesla was still alive 80 years ago. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's really wild to give that some serious thought, you know? 100 years ago. Just think about 100 years ago. Not that long ago. Betty White ago. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. Like, look how far we've come since then. It's insane. We traded the flip for size. Honestly, like, I kind of miss my flip phone. Compact. Took crappy pictures. Really small. Didn't have the internet, but that's okay. Well, my second one did, I guess. Still a flip phone. You always wanted to sit your grandkids down and tell them I lived through that? That's funny. Still waiting on the transporters. That'd be cool. How big is this property? It's not that big, right? There's only a couple of these, and I should be able to get all the. Oh, I said a couple. This is actually a pretty decent sized property. I should be able to get all these on here, maybe. I don't know how I feel about your lifts going over my property here, bud. We'll have to talk about it. The Martian? You mean the one with the newer Martian, the one that came out a couple years ago, with what's his name? Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon. That guy. What a fantastic movie that is, by the way. But I mean, I guess you're right though. Technologically speaking, all that is possible. They didn't have anything outrageous. The only thing I think was a little bit out there, a little bit beyond what we're capable of right now, is the rotating space station. Right? That's the only thing I think is a little bit outside the range, to that extent, like to the extent that it's shown in the movie. I think we'll probably do something close, and I know there's a company out there trying to do it. I actually have that video stored in my watch later list, and from time to time I just go back and watch it again, going, yeah, this is cool. So. Oh, Joe, man, me and you wear the same tinfoil hats. I don't know, man. I think he died of old age. Honestly, he was 80-something years old. He didn't sleep a whole lot. He was in his own head most of the time. I honestly think he died of just natural cause. I think he wore his body out, honestly. Now, I do believe they took some of his, and I don't know who they is, but somebody took some of his research. So I completely agree with that point. I don't know if he was killed though. But yeah, I think me and you got the same size head. Always wanted to sit my grandkid. Yeah, I read that. Try this again. See if I can do this and read. Is that a 5G tower? Probably. If you recorded the last 4 years, then it's possible. I mean, depending on how you see it. The transporters would be cool. What? It cut something. What? Found a glitch. Oh, there we go. Okay, it took that time. Yeah, Humanist, I agree with you. I mean, it's everything in there is pretty much doable, and man, I wish I got my phone right here. Let me look at. Let's see what the title of this video is. There's a company out there that's trying to build a rotating space station. Rotation's the way to go. It's the only thing that's going to keep us in space longer. And I can't argue with that. Why would I? I'm not a scientist by any means. So, Voyager, the Voyager space station. They're working on a rotating space station, right? And it's the only thing that keeps us in space longer because it simulates somewhat gravity, right? More than we have now. It's not going to be like full Earth gravity, but it'll be somewhat like we have. It'll be better than nothing. And I think that's what I agree with the people at Voyager. I think that's what keeps us in space longer. Now, if you could attach that to a rocket, then we have the Martian, because everything else is pretty much there, honestly. Nothing like cutting trees and talking conspiracy. It happens. It happens, man. I don't know how, but it happens. There are no glitches in this fully optimized, fully released game. No, none at all. None at all. None at all. What the? Get down from there. There we go. Got it. Elon wants to extend the internet to Mars, but I think there would be some latency. I mean, yeah, but not, probably less than what communicators have now, right? So whatever communications they use between the spaceships that I mean, definitely less than what communicated to the people that flew to the moon, you know. I feel like it'd be less latency there. With Starlink, but I mean, it has to be done if he plans on colonizing Mars. It has to be done, right? With the latency, even it still has to be done. There has to be some sort of communication back to the Earth in more ways than just via radio. So, like, it has to be done though. A lot of people don't like talking conspiracy. I don't. I like living in the world where I can just make up a bunch of stuff and think about how cool it would be if it actually happened. You know? Maybe not like to the extent of the moon landing was faked. Maybe not that far, but what if? You know what I mean? What if it was? But just in general, like talking about stuff like going to Mars or how we get there, what it's going to look like in the first 1,000 days on Mars or 10,000 days on Mars, whatever. There's a really cool video. I think it's called The First 10,000 Days on Mars, which does a really good job of I think, kind of the interpretation of the struggle. But it's pretty quick though. It's not that long of a video, so it doesn't go through the whole thing, of course, but still gives you some idea what it would be like. The first 10,000 days. Be kind of neat. One more tree over here. Oh, there's 2 more trees over here. These mine? These are mine. I'm gonna drop these like this. What's up, Split? How's it going, buddy? Can we start seeing new types for Gundam fans? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Time to head out. All right, Gabriel, have a good one. See you, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out and talking conspiracies with us. YouTube really doesn't like that word either, by the way. This video is definitely gonna get buried. Speed of light's the limit. There's a few light minutes to Mars. I mean, that's true. That we know of. Again, that's something that just got discovered in the last 130 years or whatever. Like, it's not... That's not a definite That's not a definite ending. You know what I mean? That's just what we've discovered so far. I would like to think that there's. I mean, I don't know if the hyperdrive will ever be a thing, right? Where you can travel at like 100 times the speed of light. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible. I don't think it will be. But then again, as far as we know, the speed of light's not possible to travel at. So for the human to travel at the speed of light. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If you look at every major turning point in history when something new is discovered, before then nobody thought it was possible. So what's his name? Yuri Gagarin? Gagarin? What's his name? Yuri, the Russian? First guy in space? I mean, nobody thought that was possible before then. And then he did it. They did it. They sent him into outer space. I mean, that's a pretty big achievement. So, I mean, I don't know. I like to think that it is possible. The fact that we haven't done it doesn't mean that it's not. It just means that we haven't figured out how to. I can take Thomas Edison's approach on that one. Haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. I mean, that's... I like to be optimistic when it comes to stuff like that. Just because, you know. Maybe one day it's possible. You know, maybe one day it's possible to go the speed of light. Maybe one day we have hyperdrives and travel to different universes. Maybe in something like, spoiler alert for the 100, in the show The 100, maybe there are wormholes where you can travel to different area, or contact even. You know, maybe that's possible. It's just fun to really consider all the possibilities that we know nothing about. Those don't exist, and then somebody finds them. You know what I mean? Like, you think about it that way. That can't happen, and then it happens, and everybody goes, well, okay then. You know, it's like, all right, well, I guess it can happen then. I just think there's many different ways to look at it. I'd rather be that person that goes, I would like to believe it's possible to do that, than say that it will never happen. I don't want to put a definitive answer on any of that, and then 100 years from now somebody watches this video and go, God, what an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to think that it's possible with the speed of light. Doctor keeps telling me the cancer's gone, I'll be happy. There you go, buddy. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, dude. That's good news. That's very good news to hear every time, isn't it? That's the kind of news that doesn't get old.
People say a lot of things.
That's the kind of news that doesn't get old, Split. Absolutely. Maybe Stargates. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like to believe that any of that might happen. That, and never underestimate
We should just hold on.
an Elon trying to get home to his home planet, right? Never underestimate that. That might be one of my theories too, is that I agree with some of the folks out there that think Elon's actually from Mars. He belonged to the previous civilization that lived there. There's some strawberries over there. I'm going to get them. I can't get out of my truck though. But yeah, he's actually from Mars. He's just trying to get home.
I know nothing.
That's a pretty crazy one too. But I mean, at the same time, you can't count it out, right? There's probably some herbs over here. I saw some stuff running away a minute ago. Some boar running away. There may be some mushrooms or something over here. Dude. Nope. That's it. Just the one strawberry. Okay.
We should just hold on.
But yeah, I mean, quantum everything is gonna change how we operate. I think. I mean, quantum computing is already like mind blowing. You know what I mean? Like, it is sci-fi living in the real world right now with quantum computing. So I mean, if they could ever figure out
He wouldn't do it himself.
quantum travel, like using quantum physics, I think that we will see a boom in technology like we haven't seen since the turn of the century. What? The turn of the 1900s. Turn of the 20th century. I mean, it's... I don't know. I just think that there's so much potential out there. Why would you doubt it? You know what I mean? Like, how could you doubt it? There's so much potential there. The tech they have now has been tech they already had. Rolling out too much too soon would mess with people, which includes information. No, that's true. That's true. I mean, think about the what was it, the Blackbird, the stealth jet or whatever it was. When the public found out about it, it had been like, it'd already been in operation for like 20 years or something. So I mean, whatever that thing was called, the big triangle-looking deal. I mean, it's got to be true. Like, they're not going to tell you everything they have going on, especially the governments and big private corporations. They're not going to tell you everything that they have tech-wise. It's not going to happen. It'd be silly if they did, to be honest. It'd be really... Oh, God, I think I just messed up. Oh, we put it back. Okay, good. Can I get another one in there? Hang on now. Oh, look at that. I left space. Not like the space we've been talking about. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't like having that conversation about, you know, technology, quantum physics, how far we could go. Because I mean, most all things point to it not being possible, which I totally understand. I totally get that. I think that's gonna stay. I don't know how we just got that to bury in there, but we did. Which I can totally understand how it doesn't seem like it would be possible, but when Edison wired the first house, people didn't think it was possible to have that silly light bulb in every home. So, you know, I don't know. I just like to believe that things are possible like that. F-117A, if that's the Blackbird, I guess. I don't know. Whatever the Blackbird number was, I don't know what the number was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that well versed in it. I just know that it was around for a while before the public knew about it. I mean, because why would you want that known to the public when it's a invisible plane, right? Like, you don't. You want it to be invisible. So not literally invisible, people. Just so we're clear, not literally invisible. But also thinking about the you mentioned Area 51, Joe. We know about it because they want to take our attention away from another area. I mean, that's probably true, right? That's probably true. Like, everybody talks about Area 51. What we don't know about is the areas we don't know about. So nobody talks about them. But it's kind of hard to talk about them if you don't know what you're looking for. And I don't know if there's more areas out there. I have no idea. But it just seems like Area 51 is quite a big deal for something that people know about already. Also, Tesla died just 3 years before the crash in Roswell, so, and some of his plans came up missing for certain things. So I mean, I'm just saying it could be possible, right? It could be possible it was not actually aliens; it was us that crashed at Roswell. The SR-71 was the Blackbird. Okay, yeah, the SR-71 Blackbird. That's right. That's right. When you say it all together, it sounds right. That's gonna fall out, I'm pretty sure. I'm waiting on it to settle, but I don't think it's going to. It's just dancing around. Come on, settle down. There we go. I can take one more. Take one more log. I'm gonna grab the biggest one of these, and we're gonna go with this. We're gonna be unloading for the next 20 minutes or so, probably. Well, 5G. Yeah, just even mentioning 5G is probably gonna get this video buried in the buried in the algorithm. YouTube's funny, man. So you can't mention anything. You can't question things. No, don't do that. I like questions. questions is how we learn. Is Gargoyle streaming right now, Jeremy? May drop in on Gargoyle stream here in just a minute. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist to the point where I think everything's the shadows, you know, the shadow government or whatever. I just like to question things. I like to dream big, you know. I like to think that one of these days we will have, in my lifetime, hopefully, we will have a colony on Mars of more than 10 people. You know what I mean? Like, I like to think about things like that. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be fantastic. So, this chat talk is right up my alley. Dude, I could talk about some conspiracy theories for days. If you've never heard of the Georgia Godstones, go look those up. Those will creep you out a little bit. There's a show on Amazon Prime, I think it's on Amazon Prime, called The Tesla Files. Go watch that whole eight episode series. Really good. I mean, I could do this for hours, honestly. I could sit and talk conspiracy because I question things, and I like to ask questions. Whether I get the answer or not, I just like to talk about the questions. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's a good conspiracy theory, when you can talk about the questions and not hurt anybody and not point fingers and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just like to question things. I think that's the basis of humanity. Humans are naturally curious. So there we go. There's GG's link right there in chat. Maybe it could be. It could be. Is Gargoyle still alive? If he's still alive, we'll go hang out with him. I got some stuff I need to do around the house. I'll probably come back to this and grind this a little bit off camera because I really need to get more done. I got a lot done today, and we talked about aliens and the moon and technology for the most part. But that's okay. I mean, that's basically this game is basically a podcast because it takes so flippin' long to do anything. There's like zero progress being made. But so I mean, this is basically a podcast, but my thing on the podcast for the Syndicate is we all talk about random stuff in our own streams, but you guys never get to hear us talk to each other about it, right? You all watch us, but you never get to hear our thoughts between each other and discuss things with each other. And to me, that's even more entertaining, watching two people that I like watching talk about things that they've already talked about by themselves. To me, that's just as entertaining, because then you get to hear them bounce ideas off each other and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, for me, that's the kind of podcast I like. I like stuff that they, you know, two people get together, or three people, four people, and they talk about things that most people probably already know their position on, but they've never heard them talk to somebody else about that position. So it's pretty neat. You think the way I'm stacking the trailer is a theory in itself? It definitely is, Indy. Hey, Indy, you've used the do you use the Rift or the Quest for Farm Sim? Because I know you got a VR. Which one do you use, or did you use? Because I had the Quest listed, but I was told that I don't want the Quest, I want the Rift S. Him and Sheep both are? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go go hang out with, as soon as Indy sends me an answer there, I'll just get with you on Discord, Indy. I'll talk to you about it on Discord. But yeah, the trailer stacking is definitely a conspiracy theory in itself. They shouldn't do that. They definitely shouldn't stack like this. Anything is possible, Joe. It definitely is, Mike. Anything is possible. GG's link is in the stream right there. XSpacePointGG. Gaming Gargoyle here on YouTube. You go hang out with him. I am done for the day. Playing some Trader Life Sim. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys want to go hang out with him, go do so. I will see you guys back here tomorrow for probably Fast Food Manager, I think is the name of the game. We were playing it last week. It's pretty neat. We got a lot of stuff we can still unlock. So, and it plays much quicker than this game. This game takes so long to make money. It just takes so long to get anywhere. I would have to play this like 6 days a week, I think, to unlock the Furniture Factory anytime soon. I'm gonna have to play this some off stream probably to get further. So, but either way. I think that is going to do it for me. I appreciate you guys so very much. As always, I will check Discord, Brian, absolutely. Leave a like on the way out. Much appreciated. Don't give them ideas. I mean, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. As long as we can stay out of the political range and out of the religion range, podcasts are pretty much open for interpretation no matter what we play. I mean, no matter what we talk about. So, but out of the political and out of the religion range, and we're probably going to talk about it at some point. So, but either way, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with some more Lumberjacks Dynasty. We got a lot done. We sold some planks, sold some crates, whatever. Got some more stacked in. Got our trees cut down. We've got some more oak cut down on that one property we just left. But I will see you guys back here tomorrow for Fast Food Manager probably, and then Thursday we'll be doing something else. I don't know yet. And then Friday, of course, our day stream, and then our Syndicate Raft stream on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come hang out for those. Go subscribe to the Syndicate here on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify and Stitcher as well. Links are down below in the description. Thank you guys so very much for all your kindness today. Thank you for the super chats and donations. You guys are amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. Later, everybody.